Hello everyone and welcome to this week's stream. Just making sure everything's loading properly on the screen. I won't see the screen now. Hello, we are back. Welcome to these streams once again. It has been a while, whoops, but we are back. Today we'll be driving this Maritime-liveried AP Class 66 from here. This is actually Acton Main Line on the Great Western Main Line. And we'll be going over the North London line and Goblin line over to Barking, specifically Ripple Lane or the Ripple Lane depot, which where some DB cargo movements depart. We're just going to go straight out, releasing the brake. Just taking over another driver from here actually. There goes a Class 387 bound for Bristol Parkway. If you're unaware, Great Western Railway Class 387s are now all electric as far as Bristol Parkway. As we depart very slowly, we have got quite a heavy load today. We are a 6 head code, so we're limited to 45 miles an hour. Let's say hello to everyone in chat. Hello to Rehan Raditya. Apologies if I've mispronounced your name. East Midlands Railway fan, hello. Romeo's World of TFL, hello as well. And Cloak Carbon 007, hello as well. Very nice. Oh yes, also hello to Blaze 646 Epic.
And plus don't forget Gaston for VC.
Yes, of course. And East Midlands Railway fan is also in the VC today, joined also by Transporter. Oh, I was just about to read out your Discord username there. JP Railway Photography 2021.
Hello.
And we'll also be joined by Sean as well, another local London resident.
Hello.
Well, hello to Beppy EMU fan as well. I've got to read out all of these comments. The chat's moving too quickly for me to keep up.
Hi Pep, you fan, hooray! That's fun.
About to reach 100 subscribers. Oh, that's brilliant. No, you got a job at Acton Depot. That's brilliant. I know they've got an open day in the summer. Hopefully you'll be able to visit there. I might see you there.
When is it open to?
I'm not sure. I think it's either in July or it's obviously either in July or August. I'm not sure exactly what time it is.
And it also depends on what day of the week it is, because schools don't finish until the 23rd of July.
Also, we are going to drive Huddlers today because I do remember that I practiced this route. Yes, the 66 is very nice to drive in train sim. It's really well made.
You're talking about AP there.
It's really hard to see how much power you're applying on 66.
Wait, Romeo's. That's pretty long for a weekend.
That's the 5th through to the 29th, so you can visit almost any time there. That's brilliant.
And plus it's beyond the summer, so yay, fun. Well,
Sound the horn, please. Of course, it's a 66. I don't see.
66. Hello, Ellen. Oh God. Hello, Ellen, your train fan. Why did that take forever to say? I do not know.
It's also hello, Irish Transporter 33. I feel like a proper streamer now. I'm having to read up people's usernames every 2 seconds. Oh my god.
You. God.
How many miles are we doing today? We're doing about 18 miles. We've just joined the North London line now. We'll be passing through Warsden Junction very soon.
Also, CSN, don't forget to do that thing I said in Thingamajiggle Discord.
Oh yes, I need to sort out all the permissions as well, don't I? Because they've all messed themselves up for some reason. But yes, if you would like to join our Discord server, then we've put our Discord tags in chat. Do send us a direct message, and we will get back to you. We just don't want to put the link in the Discord server straight in the chat, because obviously we get stuff like spam bots and stuff like that, which is really not ideal in a Discord server, as I'm sure you're aware and sure many have experienced.
Just realised Acton is a goods yard.
It does have a goods yard. That's quite a big goods yard. We didn't actually originate from the goods yard. We came from Appleford Sidings. We are an aggregates train.
I shall post our names in the chat again.
Yes, it's the summer, so almost every day in the summer is a weekend, I guess. Also, one thing I do want to do is set our brake timings to goods, if that hasn't been done already. There we go. That'll just make the brake slightly more optimised for goods even. Just as we go over this right curve here, we can accelerate up to about 20 miles an hour. All the rules at Cardiff Central have recently changed, so I can go out on the platforms and train spot. Yes, I remember you saying a few weeks ago that you got kicked out of Cardiff Central. Quick question: do you play Roblox? I do not. Not very often, but yes, I do have Roblox. I keep meaning to do Roblox live streams, but I haven't really thought of doing that. But it would be very nice to do again, particularly now in the summer that we're all off, and then we have all more time to do things.
I mean, with college, you get, depend on how colleges work in the United Kingdom, you normally get 9 to 10 weeks off during the summer. Because you get July off, and then the normal August.
I've had since beginning of July, but tomorrow's a really strange week because lots of concerts and stuff like that going on. Lots of recording concerts as well, which is going to take up half my time. Oh, London Underground Simulator, really? Is it really that expensive? They've got the Jubilee Line, Northern Line, Metropolitan Line and the DLR, wow. That is not half bad. Hello Fabi-chan, that's no problem if you're late. You can join any time. I realised that the brakes were not exactly at 5, so I've just changed that.
Hold
Sorry, what was that?
We're now passing a site of Old Oak Common. Just imagine it in 10 years' time.
Ah yes, Old Oak Common will be an absolutely massive station.
And there are all these tall buildings. Just another Stratford.
And again, it will be another brilliant place to buy a house.
Oh, just imagine the views. You just get 2 big main lines.
Railways everywhere.
Just like a cinema.
Wow, look at what I definitely will have a look at that straight after I do the stream because that looks really expensive. This Old Oak Common. Be absolutely incredible. What the transport links you have.
Already, so they could sell it for a much price.
Exactly. But you wouldn't really want to sell your house if you live in Old Oak Common, would you?
Because I think I must have read an article that only 40% of the houses will be affordable, whilst the rest will be sold to investors.
So they are going to be quite expensive.
Very.
I'm just gonna rejoin Discord in a minute, alright? Back in a minute.
I see you have to pay Roblox for that. That's the brilliant thing about Roblox. It's largely free. The station we just passed through was Willesden Junction, of course.
I'm going to be passing my second home in the next stop.
Kensal Rise.
Quick railway question for you lot in the chat. How many stations in the United Kingdom have Parkway at the end of the name?
30?
Partly, you said.
Parkway.
I'm actually not sure.
All it is literally a guess number.
Yes, why do you like Kensal Rise so much?
0 across the whole country.
Alright, can we accelerate? Yes, we can now accelerate up to 35 miles an hour. Oh, I see. And look at the 66 clagging away as well. It doesn't usually clag this much, I've just turned the clag factor up so it looks more interesting. How many notches of power are there on the 66? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're in notch 3 now. Ah yes, the Sunshine Coastline, I really can't wait. For those of you who don't know, the Sunshine Coastline, the line between Colchester and Clacton-on-Sea is being made for Train Simulator and will be out very soon. By very soon I mean probably in the next month or so. We're all very excited. As soon as it comes out I will do a live stream on it, as I know that I have quite a large audience in that area.
That one goes by the seaside, does it?
Pardon?
It goes by the seaside, does it?
I assume at some points. I've never actually been on the Sunshine Coastline before.
Oh, now I'm passing my second home station.
Kensal Rise.
Yep, but the home is in Lavender Grove, so...
Ah, I see.
I still like, I cross the Great Western Main Line and the West Coast Main Line when I come all the way up to Kensal Road.
Most probably not. It will most probably get released to Alan Thompson Sim.
It's not going to be on Alan Thompson Sim. It's a private thing. It's on Facebook. They're releasing beta versions of it. What they are at the moment.
378. Hooray!
It'll probably be free, as long as you have a certain list of requirements.
I think there are some partly allocations of the Class 710s on the North London line. Some parts during the day.
It may very well be.
I think there is. No, you can even check the real train tracker and the timetable.
I'm not sure whether they'd show you whether it's a 710s or not until London Overground gets train allocations by real-time trains, but so I can imagine there would be a couple of 710s maybe.
That's also a good question. In terms of the railway train operating companies in the United Kingdom, which train operating company do you think will be next for Know Your Train?
Oh, that is a good question.
You've got Eleanor, Northern, TPA.
I'd go with Transport for Wales.
Railway, Cross Country. I'm think another one. Oh yeah, Bacalia Sleeper.
Mechanics up to 40.
There's 7 train operating companies out of the 28. I think there's 28 train operating companies in the United Kingdom.
Sounds about right.
I
Which
guess
operating
it's
company?
going to be
What is your local route? The East Coast is my local route. I live sort of halfway between the Hertford Loop and the East Coast.
I think for Know Your Train next will most probably be Hull Trains.
Might be Hull Trains.
Well, we're going to have 3 open access operators on the ECML. We've got Grand Central, we've got Hull Trains, and the newly formed East Coast Trains, which are currently testing. So that's fun.
It's just amazing how short of a distance is between some of these stations on our route today. This is West Hampstead, I think.
I think the section we're passing is really like crazy. Like first on the top you got the Jubilee line, then and the Acton Main Line, then you got the West Coast, then the North London, then the Great Western, then the Hammersmith, then the Central. It's just all.
That being you, and you shouldn't have any problems with Cardiff Central if they're fine with train spotters. And plus the security.
So yes, you can spot there now, that's all that matters.
Actually doesn't work for TFW.
I'm not sure if we can see West Hampstead Thames.
West Hampstead Thameslink was just over that bridge. You might have seen it if you go back into the stream. We just went over it. Now passing Finchley Road and Frognall. As we enter the tunnel towards Hampstead Heath Railway Station.
Yep, we're going underneath a hill.
Yeah, Ealing Broadway gang. Ealing Broadway did used to be one of my favourite stations in London, I remember that.
What made you not like it?
I don't know. That probably was way before I started my YouTube channel, probably early 2010s. It was my favourite station, but it's still a absolutely brilliant station. It's just that the views across to the fast lines aren't particularly good because they've got the stupid metal gate barriers. But you can see a lot. You can see a lot from Ealing Broadway.
I mean, they rebuilt the station for the crossroad upgrades, like the avenue entrance, which looks very nice.
So cap light on. But we're only going to be in the tunnel for a short amount of time. There's the AWS warning us for an upcoming 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction.
If I'm right or not, I think this is one of the deepest rail tunnels in London, because we're going underneath Hampstead.
Might be,
Maybe
but
I'm wrong.
it's quite a shallow line though. It's literally only just below the surface. Here's Hampstead Heath. Let's prepare to
Happy
see
and you
20 miles an
man,
hour.
I said the security guards don't actually work with TFW.
What is it like in East London? Places like Ilford and Hackney, is there any dodgy areas to be, or is East London okay? East London's a lot better than it was before, I'll say that.
In my opinion, I think Hackney has improved a lot over the decades. I remember
Hackney has improved so much.
Like, if you go to Hackney, it's actually so great, but areas like Barking and Dagenham, they're just those areas, like, there's just nothing I could say about them.
They're
I'm
just
really
they're not very nice to walk about. But
But
Ilford,
Hackney-
I haven't been to Ilford very much, but Hackney is really nice now.
really great. Especially Hackney Way.
Well, that whole area.
Yeah. There's also all these other rough areas, like Tottenham has actually like improved a lot. It looks very nice now.
Sort of. They've got lots of schemes to build more houses and stuff
I
like
feel
that
like
around there, haven't they?
All these new homes and quite good for the local area. Oh, I just realised the electrification is not even on the Goblin line on this pack.
Yes, there isn't upgrades to this route which does feature electrification using Asset Explorer from the North London line, but this scenario isn't mine. I got it from Adam Thompson's sim, and they got it off the North London and Goblin's stock route, which is not electrified.
Yeah, I think we won't see any electrification until we reach South Tottenham, if I'm right, yeah.
Yes, there is a tiny bit of electrification there, and there's a bit more from just after Wanstead Park when the Great Eastern joins us.
Yeah, I think it's only used by C2C trains during the peak, and sometimes when on diversion.
Gonna accelerate up to about 25 miles an hour. We're speeding a bit there. That's probably fine.
Oh well, something's wrong with this bridge.
I think this bridge is actually here in real life. It's just a very strange bridge though, look at that.
It is underneath is quite dark until it comes out.
Does
I
that
think
exist
there's
in
a
real life?
building.
Are there any Goblin residents here? Does that exist in real life? Also, we're now about to pass Upper Holloway. The platforms the platforms don't exist on any of the Goblin stations for some reason. I've had this issue since I bought the route. For some reason, I bought the North London and Goblin all in one. The North London platforms are showing, but the Goblin platforms aren't. Is anyone else having that issue? The rest of the route's absolutely fine. It's just the platforms don't really exist. You'll see what I mean when we go past.
I wonder if Barking will have any platforms.
No, Barking doesn't have any platforms either.
Oh no.
It's most. Do you have scenery density all the way up?
Yes, all the way except the platforms.
Most probably try uninstalling and reinstalling it.
Yeah, I'll try that, but then that means all the scenarios get deleted, which is annoying, but I guess so you can just install them, because I haven't made any changes to the scenario since
Oh look, just look at the missing platforms. Oh my god.
everything's floating around.
I don't know because I don't have the route. The best
Okay, I
advice
see.
is most probably try and reinstall it, even if you have to lose the scenarios.
Yeah, it's not a particularly special route actually, but it is nice to drive along. It's just more sort of a commuter route, really, I guess.
Especially with AP stop. I'm guessing the wagons are also AP.
Yes, the locos AP, the wagons are AP as well. So if any of you are unaware, Train Simulator is doing there's a Steam Summer Sale going on at the moment where you can get pretty incredible discounts on various Train Simulator routes. That's lasting until the 8th of July, so if you do want to get a route possibly at a discounted price, then do head over to the Train Simulator store now.
LOL.
Fabi-chan, big fan.
God, I like how you did that.
Are we going to Barking Woof indeed? Yes, we are going to Barking Woof. Now passing Crouch Hill Station.
I think if we passed the bridge earlier, we could have looked at the disused Crouch. No, Stroud Green Station, but I'm not sure if it's visible.
Stroud Green. It's somewhere around here, isn't it?
I think it's somewhere behind. I think it's a bit too late. Try to go back, like, to the bridge behind.
Oh, I think it's here. It's here. It's here. I recognise this. This is the Parkland Walk.
That bridge. That's the famous Parkland Walk of the disused railway.
Yeah, no hills in Crouch Hill. Also, I'll be moving soon, so Cardiff Central won't be local to me anymore, but things were solved and sorted with the help of Transport for Wales staff. That's good. At least you got everything sorted. They wouldn't be like that in various parts of London, Tottenham Hill for example, Ilford for example.
I mean, when I go train spotting, I never have problems with the staff.
You're lucky not to live in London.
I mean, I've got a direct route to London.
Some of the staff in London are very nice. I think, is that the East Coast Main Line we're just about to go under? Yes,
I think it is a track curving. Because near us, I think we should be near Finsbury Park or Haringey, I think.
Finsbury's down there, but the scenery runs out before we get there. This is Haringey. Haringey, I think, is just up here.
Yeah, because we're going to pass Green Lanes soon.
How have you been anyway? I've been not bad, it's just I've been really busy over the past couple of weeks. With exams and concerts left, right and centre, it's been really hard to find time to develop these scenarios and then find time to do a stream, stuff like that. Yes, I will hopefully we will continue to do these weekly and I'll pass Haringey Green Lanes.
At least you're doing education over YouTube, which is good to see, because education is important. Everybody should know that.
Education?
I mean, I can choose what I want to do this year, since I'm at the legal age where I don't need to do education no more.
Oh, well, that's good, Peppy and me fan, that you got everything sorted. Goblin Line is very empty today. I haven't seen a single AI train going in the other direction. Maybe something's happened and all the air trains getting held somewhere, I'm not sure. Anyway, these white tower blocks that we can see on our right, we will shortly need to decelerate South Tottenham Station.
I think it's the approach from the Lee Valley line, is it?
Yes, that we will see that. We will also see a brief point of electrification.
One of the scenarios and the simulators, like Train Simulator, really should do is to combine Lee Valley with the West Anglia Main Line. Because I could see it being a very great scenario.
I don't think there is a part of the Lee Valley line and West Anglia Main Line available for train sim.
The West Anglia Main Line doesn't exist on train sim.
There is a short third-party section which you can get off the Steam Workshop that covers a section of line between Stansted Airport and Chesham. That's about it.
I can imagine the scenarios will be very difficult because how very difficult the line is to manage. Like, you're going to get stuck in all these troubles and so on. Especially down at top.
Valley. Yep, this is the Lee Valley here.
You look up, I think you could see Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters will just be up here.
Yeah, roughly.
Well, it is up here, it's just the platforms are missing.
No, I think if you go to like South Tottenham, like just across the road is Seven Sisters.
Yeah, I've walked South Tottenham to Seven Sisters before. It's really not worth getting a bus between or stuff like that.
It's just a 5-minute walk, like not really worth it. There had been a plan to like link it directly by pedestrian when Crossroad 2 is built, but as the line is cancelled, it may not happen for the time being.
You've got lots of train pictures on your wall. I need to do that. 313.121 is going into storage at Old Dolby for some reason. I'm not sure whether 313.121 will ever return to service again because it's had a pretty strange last few months. After he had a total power failure at Kensington Olympia. Was it back in January? Hasn't really entered service. That's because
So
it was after
basically
January,
going
wasn't it?
lockdown. At least it won't be long until we should, in theory, be out of lockdown. Yay! Fun!
Ah,
If
yes.
all things, if that goes ahead, which will most probably never happen. Yeah, by this point, Nottingham Beach should be still being set up, ready for opening. Oh, I know for a fact I haven't seen any work for thingamajiggle, the beach. So it's not gonna happen this year. But then again, COVID. Same with Nottingham Riverside, that's been cancelled. Goose Fair I still don't know about.
It's the West Anglia over there.
Quick question, guys. Out of all the cities in the United Kingdom, which one do you think has the busiest? Which one do you think's the busiest fun fair in the United Kingdom?
Oh, I don't know.
I know Alton Towers is great.
I don't know very much about other cities in the UK.
Oh, where are we? Are we
Yeah,
not
I live bang, bottom, bang in the middle.
We're
I
sort of
said-
between Tottenham and Walthamstow. Do you remember we walked between the Walthamstow Wetlands and Black Horse Road? That road is joining us on our left right now.
Right now, but if you look at it, I think that's when they were still building it, because I think it just opened quite a few years ago.
What, me? Bob, you, Jan? If so, I said, out of
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
I
cities in
recognise
the
the
United
road,
Kingdom,
yes.
which city has the busiest fun fair? Travelling fun fair, that is.
Ford Park is very popular in London.
Oh, there's a Sainsbury's trolley over there. Which park? Fort Park, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah, the one near Heathrow.
Why put Sainsbury's trolley in the game?
I don't know, I love how it's just been dumped next to a reservoir as well. Where's this? I think this is Walthamstow Central we're going past now.
No, I think this is Black Horse Road.
Oh yeah, you're right, this is Black Horse Road. And it's not Walthamstow Central, it's Walthamstow Queen's Road, isn't it? I'm silly.
I can never seem to drive without the hood.
It's quite difficult to do because you've got to memorise the whole route. It takes a long time to memorise where all the speed. Actually, it doesn't actually take that long, because there's or for this route in particular, it's only a few speed limits.
Yeah, the busiest fun fair in the United Kingdom travelling wise is Nottingham. Nottingham Goose Fair.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's in there?
In Nottingham.
No, the fair they have over there.
Goose Fair.
Yeah, what's in there?
Goose Fair.
Yeah,
What do you
what's
think? What do you think a fair consists of?
roller coasters? Waterway?
No. Travelling fairs. Can't just build. one, we're only going to get a roller coaster that's only going to be there for five days. That would be absolutely pointless. Travelling fairs and fun fairs are two completely different things. Fun fairs are where vibes day. Travelling fun fairs are where they travel around the United Kingdom. So you've got the like of Nottingham Goose Fair, Hall Fair, Ilkeston Fair, Winter Wonderland in London.
Here's what so Queen
Yeah,
Road.
the busiest one is also Nottingham Goose Fair.
I think you mean something like a festival where they have like food stalls and sometimes other stuff.
No.
Making very quick progress. We're going up a 1 in 80 gradient at the moment. There's a very nice section of the line where we go over all the houses through Leighton down to Barking.
Fuck your phone, you're a bloody pain. Oh, it's him. Okay, moving on. Lol.
I wish the South Sunshine Coastline, I was about to say South Coastline, Sunshine Coastline was extended to our stations to Brightlingsea, Freighting, Thorrington and Jaywick, but it's not extended unfortunately. Yes, probably lack of passengers. I wouldn't see very many passengers going around there. Here's a nice section of line as we go at 45 miles an hour past all these lovely houses. $313,121 hopefully does have a promising future.
I shall be back in a moment. I'm going to the bog.
If he goes. As he does, we're now passing Leighton Midland Road Station. Again without any platforms. And also no bridge, slightly worryingly. Fair enough. Oh, it's Sunday today already, isn't it? Wow. No stations, no bridges, or no platforms, no bridges. Yeah, it's a bit like it's because all of the houses, look at all these, this must have taken ages to place. You forget that all this is done by hand, don't you? Oh, here's the Great Eastern Main Line. Is this? Oh no, this isn't Great Eastern Main Line, this is the Central Line. Which means that we're shortly approaching Leytonstone High Road. Here it is. So I'm surprised you hasn't actually been held up anywhere by any trains ahead of us, which is brilliant. Because usually the North London line is just so congested with freight and train and passenger trains and stuff like that. It's really not good for the line. And even at the moment, North London Overground are running a heavily reduced service on the North London line, aren't they? The 66 is also a very good model. Just all the fine detail is absolutely perfect. Oh yeah, we'll be passing the Great Eastern Main Line very shortly. We go over a very nice fancy bridge over it. Very laggy again. as we continue to race along this section of line, going up to about 45 miles an hour. Is this another railway line here? I don't think so. Continue onwards. I think this is Wanstead Park, which means that the Great Eastern Main Line is very close.
Yeah, I think we'll just see a track joining us shortly.
Wanstead Park and Manor Park are very close together, I think.
I think it's Forest Gate. I think so. Yeah.
In Forest Gate, and there's another station as well that's really close. This used to be the
Manor
quadruple track here by the looks of things.
Yes.
There's a Morpeth for 30 miles an hour. This Morpeth is for the Great Eastern Main Line bridge. Here is the Great Eastern Main Line that we're about to go over. Forest Gate station should be just down there. Can't quite see it because of the scenery, but mind what's our speed doing? At least we're below 30 miles an hour. We will shortly be passing Woodgrange Park Station, which is the last stop before Barking. You may also notice that we're electrified now. C2C do often take this route through Woodgrange Park when they're diverting services into Liverpool Street instead of Fenchurch Street. They were doing that a couple of weeks ago. I quite like to go to Woodgrange Park when C2C are diverting. I'd assume you get some pretty good views. We're very near Barking now.
Speaking of Barking, I think the Barking Riverside extension is meant to open around 2022. It was meant to open this year, but because of some delays, it just went off.
C2C are diverted this weekend as well, so if you did come to Woodgrange Park this weekend, then you would see C2C coming through here. As we go underneath this bridge, we can accelerate to 45. Yes, the Barking Riverside extension would be very nice. You know the Class 710s have already got their destinations on for Barking Riverside.
Is it already programmed?
They're already programmed on there, yeah.
Yeah, if you even looked on the DLR trains, they're programmed for Thames Wharf. It's a proposed station that's meant to be between West Silvertown and Canning Town. And I think the 1995 stock is already programmed Battersea as well.
Oh, that's good to hear. It shows that maybe these programs are going to go ahead. Hopefully they will do.
They will go ahead because they're already running test trains.
This Northern Liner's extension is looking very hopeful to open in September time or this autumn. It'll be
It'll be the next two only stations on the tube that has an underground island platform, if I'm right. Yeah, I think.
Wait, no, Amazon Battersea Power Station.
Yeah, those two, because I think there's others like Canary Wharf, Canada Water.
Clapham Common has one as well. I think there's another one, either Clapham North or Clapham South, has an island platform in the middle.
Yeah, that is a very unique section though.
Oh, we're going over the Barking flyover now at 45 miles an hour. This is the speed limit.
Are we made to slow down, or is it just gonna end like that?
I don't know. We are allowed to go 45 miles an hour over that, which is quite surprising. I'd expect it to be 30 miles an hour or so through the. Here's Barking Station. Yes, I can call. If you join the Discord, after the stream, then I'll see how I can help you with, because Josh is doing a train simulator start at the moment, and some of his stuff isn't working properly, so I'll attempt to sort that out. Of course, Barking's platforms are missing.
Barking's a very big station, but it's just nothing.
And this is the proposed route down to Barking Riverside, this bit as well. With a yellow
We're
signal
going
ahead.
towards Grace. Looks like.
Yep, we're going along the section of
I
land
think
that was
this
Grace.
in real life this freight train meant to be setting down at Dagenham Dock, if I'm right, because he has quite a large goods yard.
We just go into a stabling sidings just south of Barking. At Ripple Plain, which I think is... I think it's a Channel Tunnel terminal. I'm not sure why we're going here. I'm not sure why we're going there with aggregates, but this is not my scenario, and the person who created it probably knows it a lot better than I do. Yes, there is a rail tour running from south and east to Eastbourne. Yes, you can go... Is it Purfleet? Oh, you can only go as far as Raynham. Purfleet is the London Faversham route. You can only go as far as. It'll be Mayflower doing the run. I'm just going very slowly because I know that we do have a red signal up ahead. Unless we do have a yellow with a feather on telling us we're going to go into Ripple Lane, but from the map it looked like we had another signal to go before we got to Ripple Lane. Listen to the sound of the wagon to make them reapply brake. They're not doing the cool sound. Oh, yep, we've got the AWS going off as well. I think it's at lower speeds it makes a noise. That noise, it's just so realistic. Brilliant work, AP. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to slow down, and in fact let's stop here. We'll ask permission from the signaller to proceed. He's probably going to say no, but yeah, he's going to say no, so we'll just go straight through it because there's no train coming in the opposite direction, I believe. Yep, nothing coming in the opposite direction, don't do this, but then in real life the signals won't do this either. I am expecting an emergency brake. Oh yes, 3 more paces found home in preservation. That's good to hear. I mean, despite the paces, oh, the sound it made when we went to emergency. Despite the paces, it was supposed to be a temporary measure, wasn't it? But it's good to see that they're coming back. What I'm going to do is just reset the train and pretend like we didn't go into emergency at all. So how do we do this? We put the train, or we leave the train in neutral. You release the locomotive brake. You release the auto air brake. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, spad crew. Then we press this button and press it again. That will release the emergency brakes. Just checking, has that changed our brake pressure? No, the brake pressure gauge is still being silly. Right, I think we might need to reset the train for this. Reverse and neutral. And how do we... Is there a way to put... Is there a keyboard shortcut to get the train out of... Oh no, that's just turn the train off. I'll have the same effect. We might be waiting for a bit to reach out. Yes, bad gang, exactly. There's nothing else we could do to get through, really.
It's not even diesel trains there. They're just very difficult to control.
You know, it's the signalling system that was the biggest problem. But yeah, those 66s, they are quite hard to get help to learn how to drive. And they've got a very silly braking system. Just going to wait for the train to get down to 0 RPM, then we'll start the engines back up again. The train won't know whether we've started it or not. Oops, took a screenshot by accident there. You are hacking the chat system, I see. Right, the engine should be starting up.
What happened?
We spadded, it's the only thing we could do. Here we go. Oh, there's a train. Is it being silly? Oh no, here we go. Back up to full revs now. Is it going to let us proceed? And have shut the train off again. Can't remember the keyboard shortcut. I did this yesterday. Wait, what is the train doing? That's just glitching out now, isn't it? Right, if I can't get this train sorted out very soon, then I think we'll have to end the scenario here.
How far is the where we need to terminate?
It's about half a mile away, which is really annoying. Brake overcharge? I'm not sure what half these buttons do. Oh, that's a horn.
Just press the green button on the hood.
Yes, that does turn the train on. Or maybe
Have you
not.
tried turning the train on?
Yeah, the train is being very strange. How do we remove the master key on this thing? I did it yesterday, that's the thing. Control W? It's not Control S, I know that, because that takes a screenshot.
Shift W.
There we go. It was Shift W, then we can do Shift W to put the reverser back in again. There we go, that's the AWS. The train should have reset itself. So the next time we start the train up, it should... There we go, and the train is now starting up. We should be able to proceed. Oh, the wagon's going to have massive wheel flats. The train is starting up very quietly.
It's going to have massive wheel.
What's it doing now? Is it shutting itself off again?
Doing now, shutting itself off again.
I'll never understand this train. Yeah, it's being a bit glitchy as well. Doesn't help. Yeah, we've been at the red for about 5 minutes. Yeah, yes, and we are running a bit late as well.
I mean, like, I don't see the point of just restarting.
Yeah, it's going to be all right with it.
I wouldn't be sacked or fired for it though, hopefully. It's better start up the train.
It's better train.
Hello CP trains. You've joined me as I question my existence after red signal.
Hello,
And the
CP
train is resetting itself again.
joined me as I in my existence.
Come on, last try. If we can't get any further. Right, we're going to 0 RPM. We're now at 0 RPM. Oh no, we're not. What's going on? Train is being really silly.
Okay. What's going on? Train is being really.
I think we may have to end it here or
Yes, this will be the last try. If we can't get it started again, then we will end it here.
we may have to end it here or
This will be the last try. If we can't get it started again, then we will end it.
Train neutral. The AWS is fine. That will just remove and then insert again. Because we did just trigger the emergency brake. Oh. Why does it do that? We go up to 199 RPM and then we die.
Oh.
There we go. We're started.
100. There we go. We're started.
Yeah, oh, the train's still starting itself up. My apologies. We just need to wait for that.
What's that green arrow button? What is it for?
That's a master key. That turns the train off. We've got the train started up now, so we don't want to press that. Oh, we're moving now, sort of. Not really, but the brake pressure gauge is still showing 0 bar, so we'll set the emergency brake again, and then we will
Really, but the brake gauge is still showing 0.
go again.
The emergency again.
I can't tell, is the needle on the brake pressure gauge moving very slowly or not? At least you have the train started up now.
Needle gauge moving slowly. At least we have the train.
No, this service has been cancelled just because of my incompetence. Or more just because the signal is incompetence.
No, this service has been cancelled just because of my incompetence. Or more incompetence.
oh, for God's sake, we get the engine started, but we can't release the brake.
Yeah, it's been really silly.
There's always diesel trains.
For God's sake, we get the engine started, but we can't release the brake.
Imagine driving HST.
And the HSD is actually quite difficult to do. Oh, CP
Sure,
trains.
it's
We did that. That was really fun. Me and Aaron did that some time ago. It's a load of fun. Right, I think we're cheating the system a bit here, aren't we?
We did
So I
that.
think the
Really
165
fun.
is one as a single.
We've got the emergency brakes on, but we're proceeding. We're cheating the system here. We've got, look at that, 8,000 amps going through, and we're going 0.1 miles an hour. Oh, we're dead. That'll be really bad for the. That'll be really bad for the engine. It'll be really bad for the wagons as well. Engine is started.
Really bad.
Parking brake. We've overcharged the brakes a bit, haven't we? Oh, we're rolling backwards now. Great. That means that the brakes must be off. Unless it was just because we applied so much power. Oh, that's the sander. Can you press the emergency again? I've tried that.
Maybe move back a bit backwards to.
Right, the emergency brake has stopped hissing now. Can we head off? Yes, good. The needle on the brake pressure gauge is moving. You want to get it back up to 5, and then that's the release position. Then we can head off. Oh, you'd use your foot and kick it into the
About
pool
5
then.
minutes delay, we can finally move again.
Just as well there's a freight relief line here, because otherwise we'd be causing major delay to C2C trains. C2C trains run along these 2 tracks to the right here, but finally we are off. That took a bit of time to work out, didn't it? And I'm not sure quite what I did right to make it head off. But yes, doing all the or it's all well and good, CP trains doing all the lines on a tube map for at least 1 stop, but what's can you do it in the quickest time possible? That's what me and Aaron did. The quickest time that someone's ever done all the lines on the tube map is something like 37, 38 minutes to do all the lines on the tube map, which is absolutely incredible.
Something like 37, 38 minutes to do all the lines on the tube map.
Now the 1816 Pitsy train will run along this line here. This is just a relief line that will run.
I think I looked at the track diagram that the overground we used as line as part of the riverside extension.
Our overground going to use these 2 tracks here.
Yeah, they're electrified, so it shouldn't be any problems.
That was the cause of our red signal.
So how did you release that again?
Pardon?
How did you make the train move again? Because it just
It sort of just started moving it to its own accord. I just removed the master key a few times, reset the train, making it think the emergency brake didn't trigger, overcharged the brakes. That was about it, and I spent 10 minutes trying to figure it out, and now we're moving. Does it? Let's find out. Oh, that was the down mains. Yeah, we should have been on that line because it's classified as a good trains. We should have been on the. In fact, we should have been on. Yeah, we should have been on the reversible in the middle. That would have saved the C2C some disruption, but the C2C could have taken the reversible. Or it might have got stuck behind us, but it's a 4-minute delay. But that would be shameful for C2C, wouldn't it? Because C2C, they're probably one of the most punctual train operating companies in the UK. Josh, you're lucky. They've got something like 97% of its trains arrive or depart within 5 minutes of the scheduled departure time, which is...
I think they're one of the few operators that kept their contracts since it started.
Yeah, C2C are a really stable franchise. Trenitalia's got it until the 2030s.
Very long. It's very obvious why it's very good. It's a very isolated network. C2C. It doesn't really go with other lines.
Yeah, they're not reliable all the time, but they're more reliable than, for example, Thameslink, Great Northern or LNER. LNER have only barely just got over 50% delayed by less than
Behind,
5 minutes.
C2C.
Anyway, we're here. Merseyrail is just behind C2C as well. In fact, Merseyrail had...
It's another isolated network, Merseyrail.
They had something like, or I assume it was something like 99.5% of its trains arrived within 5 minutes of a scheduled arrival or departure time, something incredible like that. Yes, as we arrive at Ripple Lane, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching this stream. It's been a rather strange ending. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, then do click the like button down below and do consider subscribing if you're new and you do enjoy my content. Next week we'll be driving the newly released Cathcart Circle in Train Sim World 2 from Glasgow Central to Neilston via Mount Florida, which is it's not the nicest route in real life, but I'm sure it'll be very nice to drive in Train Simulator. I have completed a few or on Train Sim World even. So yes, if you have any other route recommendations, then do put them down in the comments below, or or you can put them in the live chat if you have time, just before I end the stream very soon. But until next time, I'll see you then. Bye everyone.